Oh boy. Hey y'all, this is Gladiator in Sweats. Today is May 9th, and I believe it's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to everyone. My situation is a little weird today, and I didn't want to wake up the kids to try and find my phone in the house and all of that. I wanted to take advantage of this time to do the reading for you guys. So we're recording on my tablet, and I do apologize for the shakiness and all of that, but I'm hoping the message will be quality enough that the video won't matter so much. But let's just get into it. So this reading, just to go over it briefly, we're feeling very inspired. We're so inspired and so ready to get in and start creating the world that we want and have been dreaming for ourselves. But it feels like it's moving slow and not slower than usual, and things that have held us back, past pains, past wounds, past even mindsets are holding us back. Our own thoughts are wrapping us up, and what we really need to do is rest, mentally just relax and know that, not relax to where we're not doing literally nothing, but having a level of compassion for even yourself, and knowing that nothing is built in a day, and even the best you can't be built in a day. That the you that is wanting to come out and the future that is wanting to come out, you kind of have to give it time. It's just like when if you go to a great restaurant, your favorite restaurant, or this outstanding, Michelin star restaurant, and you go back there and you decide, well, can you hurry up your process? It's just they're going to tell you, no, this is the process to making a masterpiece. And that's kind of what I am getting here, is that it takes time to build a masterpiece. So let's just get into it a little bit here. So for our blessings today, we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, which I actually really like for, not just for today, but just the feeling that we've been kind of having. I know it's been really rough and a lot of just transformational energy coming in for all of us. And so I feel like now, not necessarily just now, but I feel like even through all the hullabaloo, I keep saying that word, I just love it. Even through all the, the quote-unquote chaos, we're finding a sense of our, originality, our willingness to look out and step out from beyond what's been set and what's already kind of been decided for a long time. And not just that, but we're also in a space of, I believe I've mentioned this before with this card, where I love how it's looking above and below, down at the waters, and it looks like they're watching the ships leave, but I feel like you're also getting an angle of seeing the ships that have come in as well. So I feel like we're feeling optimistic, but we're also, we're watching the seeds that we planted, but we're also just waiting for our ships to come in as well. We're just kind of waiting for our ships to come in. And I feel that even more so when we have the Knight of Wands in our challenges position, where I think we're starting to feel okay, we've had this seed, and it's not a crap seed. This is a quality seed. This is a quality dream. We've been really putting our energy into this one idea or manifestation that we really wanted to come about, and it doesn't seem to be happening as fast as we like it to. And not even just because it's not happening as fast as we like it to, but for our clarity cards, we have a Five of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. Like I've always said, the fives are, that's your, I guess, arena. That's the real meat of it. If you wanted to, get to the war zone of something, that's going to be your fives. And so with all of this, not all of this, but with this pentacle energy, and I say all of this, I guess, because as I was shuffling, a lot of pentacles were falling out, but a lot of times I like to be a little bit more conscious of what card I pull sometimes, because a lot of cards can jump out, and I don't really just be wanting to read 8 cards for one position. But anyway, so there was a lot of pentacle energy in this position, so there's a lot of feeling I see it as two ways. I see it as one, as us slowly but surely, building whatever our new foundation is. I also see all of the pinnacles that jumped out as new foundations coming in, and just looking for, to be established, looking to really be set and grounded, so you can start building, up and up and up. But here with this Five of Pentacles, it's almost like you've lost your faith. Like, because it hasn't come fast enough, you're like, well, then maybe it's not for me. Or maybe what I was told, or what I should have, not necessarily expecting, but because expectations, or crap, expectations set you up to be upset. But, I mean, it does seem like you were almost waiting for something to maybe fall out of the sky and just happen. Because I'm looking at the man here, and the way he's looking at the pentacles, almost like he's just waiting for something to come down and like give him a sign or a message or something. And so I'm thinking you need to stop waiting for a sign. If that's what you've been waiting for, I feel like maybe this is the test. Not the test, but a test. Because it's easy to always have guidance. Not easy. Let me take that back. It is one way of being where you get the guidance to be able to just move forward, and all you have to do is follow the guidance. That's one path, and some may see that as a little bit easier. But I feel like here, especially as I get to this Eight of Swords, it's like you have to stop looking for a sign. Like, the sign is you at this point. You already know. Like, you have the intuition to know. Like, her feet are in the water here. As much as she's bound up by her mental, like, she's still got her feet in the water if she wanted to kind of feel it out. And I feel as if, we feel this pinnacle. We feel it, but it's because we're not seeing it, and because we're not getting the mental confirmation that it's happening sometimes, or we're not seeing it manifest sometimes. It makes us want to, I won't say move slower, but it can really start to like slow the progress, because now you're starting to like, where you were running, I'm moving because like I'm imagining myself like running, you've kind of like slowed down because like, wait, it seems like the finish line wasn't where it was. And now because the finish line has been moved, or the finish line is not in your direct, path of, eyesight, you're feeling some kind of way. Which is normal. Like, again, like, all of this is normal. This is regular. But how we react to it is what's going to, define us. So, as we move into the conclusion cards, we have the Four of Swords, backed and supported by strength. Oops, sorry about the angles. I'm kind of playing with my hands, switching hands here. So, Four of Swords definitely speaks of mental rest. We've got this Eight of Swords, and it's actually half. It's an 8, and we're going to 4. So, we're talking about serious, like, mental, like, clear. I won't say clear out, but, like, rest. Like, you have to kind of, like, let some of those knives fall to the wayside. The way that they're almost, like, standing erect here, you kind of have to let them, like, fall. And I almost feel as they fall around her, like, that's what I'm imagining, is that the swords fall to the floor. And as they fall to the floor, she hears them. Because she still can't see them, but she still has her other senses, so she still senses that they went down. And so it'll give her maybe a sense to be able to move a little bit forward. But that won't happen until you give your mind the rest. And not just the rest, but you have to slow down in the way you're kind of moving things. This is not a fire energy, the way that, we have a bunch of, fire, like, we've got the passion, but right now we've got to work it out in the mental realm first before we bring it down into the physical. So you've got to kind of slow it down with the mental. And not just slow it down with the mental, but, have a little bit of compassion for yourself. Have some, tame that lion within you that's, like, roaring, like, yo, we've got stuff to do. I've got dreams. I've got goals. It's like, there. Those are perfectly fine and admirable dreams, We're going to get to those dreams. It's okay. We can be a little bit more patient. We can have a little bit of, it's a soft control. The way that the chariot is more of a like, I'm reining in these horses and we're getting going. This is a, all right, let me rein in the lion. The lion's not a bad person or nothing, or not bad person, but it's not. It's got his heart in the right place. Let's just calm it down a little bit. It has the infinity halo, just like the magician does. So I feel like you have the power to manifest what you want to manifest. That's not the issue. The issue is just coming to a certain kind of control of your mental, so that your mental and your fire, your passion. But a lot of this is just us needing to work on the mental a little bit, and not work on it, but slow, kind of calm and center the mental, and perhaps feeling it out a little bit more. My hands are a little bit full, so I can't really pull an extra card, but you know what? F it. Let's just slide the cards right here and we can pull one out. There's no formal way to shuffling cards, alright? So, let me just take one. And 7 of Pentacles, y'all. So, yeah, I believe I pulled this also yesterday, so I feel like the energy is bleeding into today of us needing to assess. Especially when you put this with the 4 of Swords. We're assessing, where we are, where we're mentally at, what's been working for us and what doesn't, so we can either root it out or continue to nurture it. But we're on the right path. The 7 of Pentacles, it's a 7. It's not the 5. I mean, it's not the 10. It's not like an 8 or a 9, but it's a 7. Like, it's getting there, So, yeah, don't worry about it so much. So, yeah, I believe that's it for today. Yeah. You can check out my Instagram at Gladiator in Sweats. That's usually where I'm at. You already follow me on YouTube, or if not, feel free to subscribe or, like or comment or whatever. I'm more than friendly. I love to talk, so I'm hoping, to meet some people that are wanting to talk and kind of commune, in this tarot community. So I believe that is it. I'm going to try and get to the rest of these mid-May readings. I want to try and get at least 2-3 more out today. I only put 1 out yesterday, so if I can try and get like 2 or 3 out today, that would be fantastic. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Many, many blessings and much, 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 much love to every single one of you. And take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow.